Welcome back to Prop Culture Podcast episode. Geez, I'm losing track now. What are we up to? Episode 4 or 5 or something? 4,
Up to 4, mate. We're cruising.
We are. And next guest on the potty is a guy that is signed with the best NRL team in the country. And I may or may not be biased, but that is the Canberra Raiders. Bailen Noy joins us. Bailen, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you guys?
Very good, mate. Very good. Zach's been bothering me for the last month since we started this, mate, to get you on here. As soon as he found out that you signed with the Raiders, he's like, can you please hurry up and get him on here? Get him on here.
Nah, that's good. Nah, I'm glad to be here. Been busy, but yeah, definitely made time for this.
Yeah, thanks for your time, mate. I know you're extremely busy at school and stuff, mate, so thanks heaps for jumping on here and having a bit of a chat with us.
No, all good.
First thing I'll start off with, school footy. So obviously you go to GPS school in Brisbane, you go to Churchy.
Yep.
And you're playing inside or outside centre there?
Outside centre at the moment, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's good.
I won't hold it against you. I'm an Ipswich grammar boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did Ipswich grammar back in the day. I'm a bit older.
Yeah.
Graduated in 2011. So, but
Yeah.
once you're in that GPS system, you know it runs through you all the time. But I just want to get your thoughts on what the GPS comp's like and sort of how you compare it, because I know you play Cyril Connell Cup as well for Wynnum.
Yeah.
How do they sort of translate those two competitions? Obviously, they're similar age groups. How do you find the differences between them?
Oh, it's definitely a big change for me. Like being a leaguey most of my life, like I've come and transitioned through, but most of the skills and everything are transferable, especially as a back. But I think like definitely the level and standard that it's at, it's definitely a huge increase to what I was used to. And making my debut last year in year 10 was definitely a big change for me. Like it was a rude shock coming in and going, well, this is what I've come here for, and this is what I've sacrificed, and getting here to chase my dreams. You know, it's a very big opportunity that not many kids get to have. So I thought it's definitely one of those things that I need to take with both hands and take it with every opportunity I get. So yeah, it's definitely a big change from Cyril, but I found Cyril this year was so good. Probably my favourite year so far, playing under JB, John Buchanan. He was incredible. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, and that's the thing too with the rugby union. So you said you made your debut in grade 10, so that was last year? Yeah, perfect. So, and like going to those schools, I realize that not many kids get to make their debut in grade 10 because it's it's a big step. Like you're playing against grade 12 kids mainly who are 17, sort of 18 potentially. So it would have been a bit of a rude shock. How did you know you were going to make your debut for a while, or did they just say, hey mate, we're going to chuck you in this week?
Well, I was playing like all the preseason, and then I like did my hammy, and I was a bit down from that. Like I lost a lot of confidence and everything, but I did all my rehab and everything to get back. Then I was sort of talking with the coaches, made my first game back for round 1. And then, I spoke to the coaches that week and they were happy with how I played. So they wanted me to play fullback the next week because we had an injury as well. So they were like, yeah, why not give him a shot and get the experience under his belt for next year too. But it sort of was that week leading up to it. Like I wasn't expecting it, like especially coming back after injury. But yeah, they had faith in me, and I said I'd do my job. So
yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
I guess going back to you, Cyril Connell down there at Wynnum, and I've seen you had a pretty big year, and you were playing in the centres there as well. And I've seen you got selected for the under-17s country team, mate. How was that experience that week there leading into that, mate?
Mate, it was awesome, hey. Like that week, I went camping the first 2 days before that camp, and probably I had a bit of fun, like tubing and everything with a few mates and everything in the family. But no, that camp, like leading into that, I was so focused, like just dialing in on what I know I'm good at, like journaling. I like to journal a bit, like writing down my thoughts and feelings, like before a camp and like games and stuff. But I definitely going into that camp, like I was nervous because I didn't know too many boys because I was playing in the city comp, but played my first under 13s game at Caloundra. So I was a bit nervous going into it, but I must admit once I got there, like, and I met a few of the boys, like they were all so welcoming and everything. It was definitely a very cool experience that like I'll value for the rest of my life.
Yeah, nice.
So,
That's a great thing that you bring up there. You like writing in journals and writing notes down. I'm a big believer in visualization stuff, like and really thinking about your game. Do you do much? Well, I'm guessing you do a fair bit of that stuff then if you're writing down in a journal.
Yeah, well, I used to do more last year, but I've sort of like, I wouldn't say I've gone away from it, but I've limited how much I do it because I don't want to overthink my role.
Yep.
But I like to write down just the simple things that I want to focus on, like one or two things, like whether that's like a carry, like every set, getting back early, taking those first hit ups in league, or whether that's like transition from defense to attack or vice versa in union. Yep. Like just those few little things, like those little effort areas that I want to improve on.
Yep. I guess your transition, I know you played a fair bit of 5'8" as a young fella growing through the ranks. And then I've noticed you, I guess since you've been down in Brisbane, down in Churches as well with your rugby league, you kind of transitioned out into the centres. How did you find that transition from the halves to the centres?
Oh, it didn't feel too much different to me, to be honest. Like that first time I trained in the centres, I was like, oh, I'm a bit lost. And I said to JB, I was like, I need a bit of guidance and a bit of help. Like I'm not 100% on what my role is. And he said, mate, like just trust yourself, back yourself. Whenever you get the ball, just back yourself, pin your ears back and just go. I was like, mate, that's all I needed. Like just that little bit of confidence to get going. And once I was going, I loved it. It's definitely probably the best change that I've had, like with footy. So,
what about defensively, mate? How do you find it out there defensively? A bit isolated by yourself in the centres instead of, I guess, defending on the edge is quite hard too these days, but a bit more one-on-one tackling when you do get into the centres. How did you find that transition?
I liked it because I like probably my defence is probably one of my best parts of my game at the moment. But I don't know, I just feel like trusting my inside man and playing with Geordie and that on an edge as well. Like I could trust him. Like I didn't have to jam all the time, or we'd have like that small communication that with below my winger and stuff like that. Just whether I come in or whether I hold my feet or like jockey back or just those little things that like I thought were pretty hard that with small comms that I could just make it, I don't know, better.
Yep.
I guess like easy to defend, easy to solve on an edge. But yeah, it was definitely a big change from defending in the halves because you got a lot of one-on-one tackles. So that's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, nice. I guess the other thing like I'd like to talk to you a little bit about, mate, is I know you played a lot of sports growing up as a young kid too, a lot of different sports like your Oztag, athletics, into life-saving, beach sprints, basketball, the list goes on and on. But the probably question I'm trying to ask is all these sports roll into one? Does that help you as an athlete going forward into your rugby union and into rugby league now where you're making a little bit of a name for yourself, mate?
100%. Like, especially with like surf lifesaving and that just speed and agility, like just that, like developing sprint technique and everything like that is so transferable. But I like, that's probably one of my big parts. And then Oztag as well, like that ball movement, how fast it is, like playing so straight and just eyes up footy. Like that's a massive key thing with me. And in the centres as well, it's literally just one-on-one almost every time or a two-on-one. Yep. So it's all transferable with whether it's like speed and agility or ball work or even like camaraderie as a team, like being involved in individual sports but also team sports. Like you get a bit of mix of both, like how to work with a team, how to work with the mate inside and outside of you. It's just like being able to, I don't know, convert between each sport is very vital when it comes to focusing on one, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the more you can branch yourself out, the better.
I guess like you've got a lot of good people around you too, Bailen. And do you have a mentor, someone that you look up to, someone that you speak to a fair bit about your journey?
That'd definitely have to be my dad, I reckon. Like he's definitely brutally honest, like with whether I play a good or a bad game, whether that's footy or like just being a good bloke in general. I like to have a chat to him about how he's going with golf or something, just about anything. But yeah, definitely dad. I know I can talk to him about whatever. He's honest with my game. Yeah. Probably him.
Yeah. I guess too, do you watch much football? Do you watch like a lot of NRL stuff? Do you analyse it and break some stuff down and try to put it into your game?
Yep, heaps. Yeah, I've literally just finished doing my homework with the Raiders. they've asked me to clip up some stuff of Seb Chris.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah. So I just finished watching that game. That was good.
Yeah.
Bit of wet weather footy. But
yeah, good. Yeah, good, eh?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, good.
No, I like going through and like just watching like little things in particular. Like I'd be sitting on the lounge with Dad and I'd be like, oh, did you see him do that or see him do this? And he'd go, nah. And I was like, oh, we need to rewind that. I'll show you.
You're getting one up on the old boy, mate.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's good though. Yeah, I love going and just watching footy.
Do you mould yourself around any kind of players? Do you take bits and pieces out of any players, or?
Oh, I don't know. I like a bit of like Stephen Crichton as well, just the way he can create an overlap.
Yep.
And his defensive reads as well. Like I model my defense on him a lot, and a bit of Herbie Farnworth, like with his carries and everything, and intent to carry and everything. Yep. So that'd probably be like my two that I would mold myself around. Yeah, nice. I wouldn't say I have one in particular, but yeah.
I guess the other thing why we're talking about your school and that as well, mate, is I know you're massive on your academics and you tried extremely hard at that part of it, and which is great, mate. Is every athlete that I work with and young kid that I work with is, you know, if your football's your carrot, you need to be working on something extremely hard after football in life. What are you looking forward to doing after school? Or, you know, what are you looking for?
So when I go down to Canberra, I want to go into uni, and I want to do like my teaching degree down there, and hopefully finish that while I'm with the Raiders as well. But yeah, that'd like because I go into my old primary school and do a bit of like support and help work with some of my old teachers. Yeah, like just help a few kids that are struggling, help out at sports carnivals, anything that they need a hand in. I try and get down whenever I can. Whether that's in the last few weeks of school, that we only have a 9-week term or something like that. So but yeah, probably I want to go do my teaching degree. So that'd probably
be good, mate. That's so good to hear, eh? So good, mate. Keep working hard at it. I know you work hard at everything that you do, but yeah, hats off to you, mate. It's a credit to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Just the other thing too, mate, is I guess now you've changed from playing like what I know about you as well and being around you a little bit, that you're playing in the halves and stuff like that. Yeah. Working on your craft, mate. Do you do much stuff now, like transitioning from 5'8" to half? Are you working on different skills by yourself?
Yeah, to be honest, like I do still work on a lot of my half stuff as well, because I know that's very transferable, especially with union as well. Like there's a lot of kicking and everything as well in union. I wouldn't say I've limited my kicking and stuff, but it's still something I like to have like in my bag as well, like just to know that I can revert back to it if I need it, or like if someone gets injured, I can backfill that spot and know that I've got the right attributes that I can contribute to that spot without like limiting anything in the team.
No, I'll get that, mate.
But yeah, like I definitely say like those different carries, like bouncing out and then back in, like that's a big thing for me as well. Just my late footwork around the ruck, around the line as well. That's probably a lot of my main stuff, and then like my tackle tech and everything, like short feet into contact, just that little like those little things that I just need to get right. I spend a lot of time on that sort of stuff. Just
that's great to hear, mate. That's really really good to hear.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that country game under 17 because that's actually where I first watched you play. That was the first game I ever watched you play.
Yeah,
and you wanted to hear him, Bailen. Do you know this kid? Do you know where he's from? And I'm going, you wouldn't believe it. I've actually done a little bit of stuff with this bloke. He's a really handy football player. And he just then he found out that you signed with the Raiders, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
I've got to work in the office with him, mate.
You're making me sound like a massive fan, Sam. You can't expose me like that. But that's the first game I watched you play. And obviously, it's very easy to pick you out because you wear a specific headgear. And I see you wear that in union as well. But yeah, so that game, a lot of people were saying, and this is just talk around, blah, 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 City is usually the favourites going into those games. And City had a pretty stacked team. If you know that age group and you know the players, like
100%,
you play with a few of them probably at Wynnum. And what was it like to actually get the win in that game as underdogs and like win? Because it was pretty convincing, to be honest. You guys win that game.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Look, it was probably like we come into camp like not knowing each other, so we did a lot of team building stuff leading in. So I found that definitely made a big difference in being able to bond as a team. But like the whole week, we weren't going around saying, oh, like how confident we were. But I think just knowing that we had trust in one another and that we're close as a team now, that we were going into the game ready to go. And I think as like the first set just set the tone, like we were there ready to play. And I think like that just hit City, and I was thinking to myself, like this is ours. Like if we can like slow the ruck, play quick, play behind the ruck, because they had a lot of mobile forwards as well. Like because I know playing most of them, like they were a pretty handy side. But I don't know, we just turned up and played, and like we had trust in one another again. So that was probably one of our main crucial parts in that game. So
it was a cracking game of footy.
Yeah.
The other, now going back to Wynnum Manly, your centre partner, he's pretty handy. Young Dean, and he's actually just signed with the Rabbitohs, which is pretty exciting for him. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just signed with the Rabbits, so which is really cool. What's it like to play with a guy like him? Like you see his highlights. He's explosive as it gets. Like he must be just like a freak out there playing.
Yeah, I love playing with him. Hey, well, he's as good as a bloke as he is a player. Like top bloke off the field. Like always have a chat to him before and after training. Like when I transitioned, he goes, "Mate, do you need any help with like learning your role or anything? Let me know if I can do anything to help you." And I was like, "That's awesome, mate. I'll definitely come and see you about that." But no, just playing with him is incredible. Watching him do his stuff and just how explosive he is off the mark, and it's just incredible to watch. But yeah, he's so good to play with and just an awesome bloke. Yeah.
The other thing too, so with the Raiders, you still obviously got this year of grade 11 and you got grade 12 next year. What's the plan with the Raiders? How's that all going to work? When are you going to sort of head down there? Do you have any plans yet?
So I think we've decided that I'll go down at the end of next year. So I'll finish grade 12 and I'll have a week off of school, and then I'll go straight down to there and move down there. I think I'm going into the Raiders house or something with a few other boys. I think I could be wrong, but I'll have to double check. But I'm pretty sure that's
the weather is no different than the sunny coast down in Canberra, mate. The weather is sensational down in Canberra. You'll be able to wear your singlets, go swimming all the time. Great life down there.
I won't be taking any singlets. Only in summer.
Yeah, that is true.
I said to Mum and Dad, I'll need to go out and buy some thermals.
Yeah, you will.
Well, mate, I'm the same. I moved out to Toowoomba, mate, and I've never felt cold weather like out there either.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm struggling in Brisbane as it is.
Yeah, so, and the cool thing about the Raiders, obviously I follow it pretty closely being a fan, but the junior level Raiders sides are very, very good. Like I know at the moment, I think Flegg are running second, actually to Jai's Melbourne Storm, Jai Bowden, who obviously another Sunny Coast boy, they're running first. Yeah, Raiders are running second. I think in the lower grades, they're doing quite well as well. So it must be pretty cool to join a team, like even from top to bottom, that's going good. And like the culture, there's so many good outside backs there you can learn off. It must be an exciting thing, right?
Yeah, look, like when I made my decision, like they were brutally honest with me. They provided me with a clear pathway. And when I like not only heard about that, like that they were brutally honest and everything, like I was definitely like, this is my pick. Like I'm sold to them already with how, like, and they've been very, very supportful. And with that top to bottom being how good and strong they are through those age groups is definitely a big talking point as well. Like that goes to show that how much work they put into their junior systems and everything.
Probably the other exciting thing is
all the way down. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the other exciting thing there, sorry about cutting you off, but the other exciting bit there is, I guess, like if you look in the NRL team now, like how many actually young fellas are in playing in that squad.
Exactly.
So Ricky's down there and he believes in that youth, culture kind of thing down there to bring up young kids if they're ready to go. Like he's giving them a go, and which is great. A bit like I guess the Penrith mould there as well. They're giving young kids a bit of a go, and if they're ready to go, he gives them a go, mate. So that's probably exciting moving down to somewhere where the head coach down there likes giving young fellas a go.
Yeah, 100%. That was also one of my big points as well. Yeah.
And you can tell Ricky has, he loves his players, so it's really something really cool to be a part of. And there's a bit of I suppose, stability around him. He's there long term, and you sort of got people locked in there. So it must be really exciting. And so right now we'll jump into our set of 6, mate. So this is how we finish off the potty. So the first question here is, what's the best stadium or ground you've ever played at?
Oh, I definitely have to say the Churchy Oval. Like, I couldn't get much better than that. Yeah, it's very pristine. Like, the groundsman do an awesome job. Hey, it's just always under perfect condition. Yeah,
I've been there a couple of times. It is a nice venue, that is for sure. Question 2: who is the worst roommate you've had on a footy trip, and why?
To be honest, I actually haven't had one yet.
Really?
I haven't been on too many, but like I've been very lucky with who I've been rooming with. Like, I've roomed with Nathan Thomas. Sam, you might have heard of him.
I have, indeed.
Yeah. I roomed with him at Queensland Country. It was good. That was a good time. The other one was probably Trey at school camp. Yeah, he was fine too. Yeah.
You're winning, mate.
You're winning so
hard
far.
to come by.
I'm on a good streak at the moment.
Take that.
Might get some down at the Raiders. Who knows yet? Who do you think, and this could be whatever level club, could be Cyril, whatever school footy, who do you think is the most underrated player you play with right now or have played with?
I'd probably have to say Sam Williams, our 8 at Churchy. Like, he's just does all the 1%ers, always brings the energy, like, just enlightens the mood at training when it's down. I don't know, just gets the boys up in games, like, goes about his work in, like, silence, doesn't always have to tell everyone what he's doing. He just leads by actions as well. Yeah. And that's what I love as a teammate, like someone that just leads with their actions. Like, actions speak louder than words. That's one of my huge models. Yeah. But yeah, he's probably my underrated player.
Yep. Does he play any league as well? Obviously playing union.
No, just union. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just school footy and that. Yeah.
Cool.
Had a bit of red stuff as well when he was younger.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right, question 4. If you could win a year's free supply of anything, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. I'd probably have to say a golf brand, to be honest. I'm into golf at the moment.
Into golf?
Yeah, so I don't know. Just
Titleist or something, or?
Titleist or TaylorMade, yeah.
Yeah.
Old boy take you out and have a swing with you, or?
All the time.
Does he?
I've been hassling him, and he's been like, mate, I can't go. I've got work on. And I was like, sure.
You might be scared of what you beating him up these days, are you?
I out-drive him half the time.
The old fella.
Out-drive him after time. Oh,
yeah.
That's
no, I wouldn't say that. He's too big.
No, it's good. I'd probably say a golf brand, so.
Yeah, nice. That's not a bad option because that stuff is expensive.
Yeah,
very expensive. Question 5. If you weren't playing footy, I suppose you've already spoke about this a little bit, but if you weren't playing footy, what career would you chase?
I'd probably either be like a basketball or that teaching career. Like, if I was sticking to sport, I'd probably go play basketball. Like, following in Dad's footsteps, he was a junior bullet in the NBL, like that sort of system when he was younger. But yeah, I'd probably go that just to stay active, like bit of teamwork and everything, like team sport, and I don't know, just that, like, still remaining active, obviously, but still having fun with mates and everything. Like, I wouldn't need to go play rep or anything. I just want to go play with my mates. Yeah.
I suppose it's hard too, because if my memory serves me right, basketball and rugby play at the same time. Is that right for school? So you don't get to play basketball, which is unfortunate.
They were trying to move it at some stage, I think, but I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, no, I'd definitely give it a go if it got moved to a different term. But
yeah, for sure.
I bet you would, mate. I've seen your list of sports that you used to play as a kid, mate. I bet you would.
Yeah, probably even the first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know Church is a good basketball team too. They usually got quite a good basketball school. So would be a fun thing to do for sure. And question 6, our last one for our set of 6. What's your go-to movie when you're switching off from footy, or just your favourite movie? Whatever you like.
I'd have to say the Fast and Furious collection.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, just like a bit of action.
Yeah, they're solid. Yeah. I agree. They're good pick.
Yeah.
It'll last you like 3 weeks too. There's like 10 of them. So you'll be sitting there for ages.
No, yeah. Just binge watch them. Yeah, you could literally, like, Mum and Dad got me into them. I don't know how old I was. I would have been maybe 13 or 14. Yeah. And I watched the first one and I was just hooked. I couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah. They're such good movies.
They are 100%.
I'm a Vin Diesel fan.
They'd probably be my go-to movie.
Yeah, nice. All right, Bailen. Well, thanks so much for joining us, mate. We really appreciate you taking some time and having a yarn with us. And good luck with the rest of the year, and obviously next year with Churchy, and then down to the mighty capital to play for the Raiders. So keen to see how your future unfolds, mate. And as I said before, thanks for joining us,
mate. Yeah, thanks for your time, mate. And I know you're pretty busy with what you're doing too, so it's much appreciated jumping on here and having a bit of a bow wow with us, mate. So thanks, awesome.
No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this. So
anytime, mate. Anytime.